You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions like a pair of puppet strings.
Hello everyone, my name is Ayu and I'm a foreigner living in Japan. Today is my second time attending Japan's biggest stationery expo, Bungu Joshihaku 2024 in Yokohama. Bungu Joshihaku is established with the idea to make a place where stationery lovers can have their best fun. There are more than 170 stands from stationery companies, stores and artists, showcasing their products to more than 500,000 fans and counting. In simple words, it is stationery's biggest festival. Last year was my first time attending and I was so overwhelming about all the stationery, the crowd, and everything. I was too excited and I want to buy everything that I see that I felt interesting. But when it was all said and done, I got so shocked on how much I spent. Roughly, I spent 60,000 yen for one day and that was overly too much for me. And I ended up with so much stuff, which later on I noticed that I don't even use half of them. The problem is not just about the money, but also like big effect on my enjoyment towards the items that I was so excited buying for. I feel like I'm being rushed to consume it, while for me, journaling is all about living my life slowly and meaningfully, and I want to take my time to use the stationery that I like. So for this year, I come up with a challenge to only spend 5,000 yen just for the stationery, then go find out if I still can enjoy myself in the expo without spending too much money. So in comparison with last year, 2023, I spent 60,000 yen. I went on the first day of the event. The event itself, it's like 3 to 4 days event, but last year I went on the first day, so it was like really crowded. Also last year I skipped lunch. I didn't have any food or any drinks for myself because I was too much focused on shopping. The same as this year, it was winter, so I carry all my belongings, all the winter stuff. I just carry them all to the event. So because like I took a lot of stuff, it was very heavy, but I just like, oh, what is this? I carry with this, let's take this, let's take that. It was quite wild. Versus what I planned for this year, the challenge budget is 5,000 yen, and I already bought my ticket for the last day of the event. And I brought a snack with me. I brought my own drink, so I come prepared. I also plan to use the coin locker just outside the event to put all the heavy winter clothes and all the gear and the tools that I used to film this video. I'll keep them in the locker while I only bring like a small purse going inside to the event. A common coin locker in Japan, it costs about 300 to 500 yen. So for this year, I was calm and ready. Let's find out if I meet the challenge or not. Before we continue, I just want to introduce the channel to you. Living Journal is my vision to share how I use journals, planners, and stationery in different parts of my life. Self-care journal, mindfulness journal, heavy task working planner, family memory keeping journal, and so much more. I want to share not just my passion on stationery, but also how I use it, how they brings colors to my life, and also my side of story I discover while using them. Hopefully it can be helpful in your walk of life. By subscribing to the channel, you help supporting that vision come to life and making sure you always updated to the newest content, and help us building an international, multicultural, friendly journaling community together. Back to the video. Entering the event, I already come up with some sort of strategy to meet the challenge, but also I noticed that most of the items in the expo can be categorized as pre-releases items that they get ready for next year 2025, limited edition items that you can only find it during the event only, or the remarket items, the products that had already released or old stock that can be repacked with some bonuses or repriced as a set or with special deals. So my strategy for pre-releases item, I definitely want to check them out and maybe asking when they are going to release it in 2025. I have privilege to live in Japan, so I have the access to shop on stationery retail stores or their online stores. My main target is definitely the limited edition items. However, I want to think which items that I want to use more, because some of these items, they are selling really fast, or I need to line a long queue, or they can be very expensive as well. For remarket items, I'm probably not too excited about them, but I have some items that I want to check them out because I missed them in the store or during their release period. But besides focusing on my shopping spending, I also want to start engaging in conversation, especially with the companies and the artists that the items that I really love. And I wasn't sure if I really could make conversation. Maybe I never really say to a person that, oh, I'm a fan, I'm a big fan. But in reality, I'm such a big fan of some of these artists and companies. Like my first conversation that I had is with Alisa and Akamegane. They are stamp artists who create such a high quality stamps. They want to make like storybook kind of word, but we can mix and match and use them in many various ways. I want to ask him some questions. It's like how I make more balance to the word of stamps that they created, because I have like just a bunch of these stamps. I asked like how to use a certain stamps that I have and what else like should I add into my collection. Let's just hear the conversation that I had with the artist.
じゃあ建物は、今のところこれ、
そうですね、
なるほど、
次は
結構これがやっぱり大きいので、あとはじゃあそしたら、これと一緒にあってより街並みが出るのはですね、これがあるといいです。これ
あ、はいはいはいはい。
外交さん。
あ、今これグッ
ドチョイスです。これがあるとよりこう街中の感じが出やすいです。こんな風に。であとは街並みを作るときにやっぱりこう誰もキャラクターとか動物がいないとどうしてもやっぱりこう寂しく見えてしまうので、キャラクターもある方がいいんですけど、キャラクターのサイズ感はなんか動物ってお持ちですか、うちのスタンプ。
あ、
こういうサイズですかね。
そうですね。
大きいサイズですか。
大きい方もあるんですけど、こういう感じとかもあるんですよね。
一つの、絵の中に違うサイズの動物がまず入るとバランスがまた悪いです。例えばこれとこれ同じキャラクターで同じようなお洋服着てますけど、これとこれがここに入ると巨人と小人になるんで、一つ動物を入れたらそれと同じスケールの動物を使うっていうのがまずもう一つ。例えばだからここにこのダリちゃんを連れてくるとこんな感じで、これ同じ建物のスケールなんですけど、別にこっちの子を入れても大丈夫です。で混ぜるとダメなんですけど、混ぜなければ大丈夫なんで、仮にこの子をここに連れてくると今度はダリちゃんが大きくなるからおもちゃの街に遊びに来たみたいになるんですね。より小さな街にこうダリちゃんが遊びに来たって感じなので、入れる動物によって建物との比較が建物が大きくなったり小さくなったりっていうのがやっぱりこれで変えられるんで、お持ちの動物が小さい動物でも大きい動物でも一緒にこう混ぜなければ大丈夫です。
わかりました。
Yes, really, I think I can just spend a whole day here. It's incredible to get his insight. He kindly answered all my questions and giving me tips how to create a better drawing and how to use these stamps, all while he's making these two cards. I think I'm just so impressed. Then he gave me the card and even signed them for me. It was such a wonderful moment, not only that I could see his work but also talk to him. I even congratulated him on their new book and admired their new release items as well. Basically, I just repeat the whole process of making conversation or asking, especially to the shops that I targeted. Some shops like, for example, Canon, I was wondering to buy a new photo printer, asking their assistant their advice which one I should get. In Midori stand, I'm also such a fan of Midori, giving them some feedback, or like I'm trying to ask if they can re-release some of their older items that I couldn't get. About 4 p.m., I just slowly walk down to the cashier while skimming some of the items that are still there, just to take a note if I'm interested in something. It's time to go home and we can unbox the items that I decided to buy, and also let's find out if I met the challenge of 5,000 yen or not. So finally we're home. Let's open the shopping bag together. So this year I only brought home one bag. It feels so light compared to last year. Inside the bag, most of them are bonuses or brochures, but let's not deny that I purchased some stuff too, so here they are. Drum roll. Okay, so the total that I spent this year, it was 7,678 yen, including a tax. So without tax, it's about 6,980 yen. So yeah, I think I did pretty well. I didn't complete the challenge for 5,000, but it was close, and yeah, I just tempted for this item, sorry. I think I can pat myself on the back. It just feels right and light, and I'm just so happy. Let's open the item one by one. Straight from the entrance, I went to the official store of Bungo Joshi Haku stand to grab this one. It's Joshi Bungo Haku limited edition collaborated with Bande, the washi tape stickers. So this one, it's a Neo Bungo series girls. The characters in these stickers are specifically designed to meet the theme of this event. Sometimes it's hard to find the sticker edge between each sticker because they just like stick together. Usually I do this on the other end of the sticker, so you can peel from that side and just slowly take it out. The sticker is already cut out in a good shape, so you can just use them right away. I love the pastel colors of all the designs because many of the other official goods, the color are just too bright for me. I love how each character, they just interact with stationery items. It's very cute. In total, the tape has 8 designs of characters and the whole roll has 80 pieces of stickers. Alright, the second booth that I went is Alisa and Akamegane stamp. I bought 2 stamps to add to my Alisa and Akamegane stamp collection. This one called Kadan or flower bed, and this one is Gaito-san or street light. And also like, so the artist, he used these 2 stamps. These 2 cards is the ones that he made for me while he demonstrated. So you can see like he also had flower bed over here, so just to like complement the look of a town. And this street light too, it gives like a vintage look. You see like how it's really like complement the world building. Yeah, it's sort of like a vintage, but it's also still like kind of fun. Again, I always love how detailed their design is for such a simple item. Next. So this sticker is from Shibata Keiko-san. She has a quite good lineup in Hobonichi design. She is a well-known storybook, like children's storybook author, and this one is from Panashi-kun. The title is called Chirakashi Panashi, which means left out mess, just like in a kid's bedroom. I love Shibata-san's design because it's always colorful and bright, but it's also like cute at the same time. So even though it's for kids, I think we adults also can enjoy her design. In total, the sticker set has 8 designs. Next is the sticker buffet from Mindwave. You can pick like 10 selected stickers. Usually like it will cost 140 yen each, but for this one you can have 10 for 1,000 yen. So yeah, I actually wanted to do this last year, so I was curious and I'm glad that I went this year. But these ones, they are quite like older designs, so it's not like the brand new design that they just released or something. The new release stickers, they are not including to the buffet, and they just like sell it in normal price. So as I just went to their sticker buffet, next to it is their new releases collection. So instead of the sticker seats, I chose these 3 masking tapes. The first one is this animals design tape. It's titled Cozy. So basically for this one, I've been wanting to get this. Another journal YouTuber, Utau Design, I'll put it on the screen, and I really love like her spread. She used a lot of these animals, so I'm glad that I actually get this one. Next, the second tape. The design is like girls standing up and holding hand to each other. You can group them as like group of 2 or like group of 3 or even like just individual. I also really like the color of the clothing. It's more like autumny or like springy. And some of these characters like they're holding coffees or they're holding like shopping bags. So it's giving like daily living routines into it. The last one is a clear tape. It's titled Okori Life. It's a new design, I can tell by the design. And I think I also saw in Instagram, it's probably just released like this winter season. I really like winter design. In real life, we don't really go out that much in winter. That's why like you want to put it as in your journal for a decoration, because then you feel that you go out and then you're having fun, you know, like there's just giving like a lively atmosphere into it. Next, I went to Sachihata. They introduced me to this series. It's Belle Couleur stamp pad. I hope I pronounced it well. It's one of their new releases. The main feature for this stamp pad is that it gives like a pastel look color. It looks great both in bright papers and darker papers. This is the whole color collection. So I got the sand beige waver between that one or ivory. Okay, so let's try our new Alisa and Akamegane, so then I can also use the stamp together with the new stamp pad on this black pepper, and let's see how it looks. I really like the result. It just gives a different edge into the look. Now let's see how it does in cream paper. Let's use another stamp as well. Yeah, I really like the sand beige color, and this is my first time having this color. I have gold color, but I don't have this one, so I'm really happy with this pick as well. Which one do you prefer, on the cream color or on the black color? Let me know in the comment. Last item that I bought is Hankoko Deco Layer Stamp UFO and the Cow by Kutsuwa Corporation. So this one is actually 2 sets of stamps. They're designed to complement each other. The item itself is actually really slim, but it has variety of functions. The first function is like you can stamp them separately or you can put them together. Let's try them to the actual paper. First, place the lid into the position you want, and then you can press the stamp. And now for the cow. Now let's try to stamp them together. The second function that they said is that the item can be very useful to use with fusen or the sticky notes for 5 cm wide bar type sticky notes. I don't have the basic one, so I just try to use this one and let's see if it works. It's a little bit tricky to know the position of the stamp, but I guess if you have the basic with no pattern sticky notes, it will work better. This one is the best I got. And the last functionality, you can actually cut masking tape on the edge of the stamp like this. I think I just like the idea that it gets so many functionality that you can also like decorate sticky notes. It also has a good function for masking tapes, or without anything, you can easily decorate using both or one of the stamp. There are more designs for this item, so I cannot wait to see them on the store next year. So here I took out a Hobonichi Techo for next year. I will just decorate this new stationery that I bought while we can talk about the takeaways of this challenge. First off, I already glad with the result, even though it didn't hit the 5,000 budget that I wanted to, but the 7,000 spending is definitely getting closer to the target challenge. Because my main goal for this challenge is to break the impulsive buying behavior that I've been having on my stationery spending recently. I think it's a hard thing to do for something that you have so much passion about. So to just start practicing, and actually getting closer to the target in the biggest event of the year. It's giving me so much hope and positive motivation for the future. I did come up with sort of plan or strategy how to narrow down the items. It did help first to overcome the overwhelming temptation that the event creates, but also in my decision making when buying. The conversations that I had with the artists, producers, makers of the stationery, just to recognize the sharing passion, the story behind the products that they made, or how they visualize, they imagine the products to be used, that we, the end user, can enjoy our time with using the products that they created. Most of all, they reminded me to appreciate my buying decision, whether it's in the present or in the future. I will remember those conversations as reminders to appreciate more when I'm using the items. That will make the journal time for me more meaningful, and that's why I'm so thankful for the time they shared with me. I wish I could share more of those conversations because I actually had a lot of them off camera. If I can share my wishes for the future, I wish we can get like more platforms for those background stories, platform to get to know each other, to have conversation, to learn from each other, not just during the event, but extended even after it finished. And if you are watching this and you also love stationery and you wish you can have those conversations, but something like language barrier stopping you, then my wish for you is to just to have more courage to raise your voice and speak up, of course in a good manner and respect. And let's figure out the language barrier later on. Though I can speak Japanese, and that's why I can easily go by myself and having this conversation during the event, I saw some foreigners, whether they are with friends or they're just using the translation apps to help them communicate. I helped some of them casually and we enjoyed the experience together. Because just to have communication with whatever tools that you can use, and even though it's not perfect, just making it happen, it's already create a difference in your experience. That will be just too good to miss because this is once in a year event. But if you're interested to visit Bungo Joshihaku to see a lot of beautiful stationeries, because they also plan to hold this event in other parts of Japan. I will put a simple guide for the English speakers, how you can easily get your ticket. I'll put it in the description below, so make sure that you check it out. And if you did attended the event and you got your hands on a lot of stationery this year, I'm really happy for you. I hope you can share with me which the best item that you purchased. I just have a different personal goal this year, but regardless, I'm happy to hear if you enjoy the event any other ways. If you like this kind of content, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming content. Let's meet again in the next video. Bye bye!